sometimes that's the lender's requirement that these repairs
Wait,
are done.
oh no.
But so
Wait, I hear
with that,
something.
you can also have the price, do
There's
an addendum,
rain.
reduce the
Okay.
price
Let me
at that
open
time.
the
So that's some of those price reductions can come in later on
Oh,
after
it's
you've
morning
agreed upon a
time.
price.
How am I gonna
Repairs to
sleep?
be made by the seller.
You
And
guys
we're
are
going
here.
through with these
Hi
home
guys, welcome
repairs,
back to my
that the
channel.
inspection came up with. You're going to want the seller to be done. You don't want the buyer to come in. The seller has to make sure that they're done, and it's done by the settlement date. I just kind of mentioned that. A lot of times the lender, these are going to need to be done. They want that for the loan to go through, and they're going to have a reinspection to make sure that these repairs got done. You're going to want them to be done by a bonded and licensed person. Sometimes people can just go in and jerry-rig stuff, and it's not done properly, and therefore some problems are going to arise later. So go in, make sure that the seller's responsible for this. Like I said, unless you agree that the seller's going to leave you some money or reduce the price or, refund some at escrow, I'll give you credit for that. Anyway, that's what you're going to want to do. The repairs, very specifically on the lines provided. You need to write that down. What repairs need to be done to avoid any misunderstanding. Sometimes it says fix the tile, the ceiling tile is discolored. Did that mean to just replace the tile, or did it say look up and see what happened? Is there a leak there? Does this leak when it rains, or is that just from years ago and they fixed the leak and not the discoloration of the ceiling tile? Something like that. You need to be specific. A lot of times in the repair request, it'll say you've got the addendum, there's something attached to the repair request. You can ask for those repairs, but attach the summary of your home inspection, or write it word for word, very specifically what needs to be done, so there's not any misunderstanding. The seller said, they wanted me to fix this, and I did that, but I didn't know they wanted it done this way or that way. So be specific in your repairs so that there's not any misunderstandings. And make sure it's done by somebody that's licensed and know what they're doing. Buyer remedies for unfinished repairs. Now the biggest thing to do is, if the repairs haven't been done, make sure that as you're going through your contract, through the escrow period, that when these repairs are being done that have been agreed upon, that you keep in contact with the seller's agent and say, has this been done? Has this been done? So a lot of times the seller's agents call you and say, hey, we just got this done. We've got somebody coming in to do this, but the guy can't get here for a couple of days, but we are going to do that. There are instances where the repairs can't be done, and you want to have it done after closing. Now, so some of these remedies are that you can cancel that. Sometimes the buyer's going to say, no, this has to be done, or it has to be done for the loan to close. They've got to have the appraiser come back out. That needed to be done. So somehow it's not going to be able to close. The buyer's not happy, so go ahead and cancel the contract. Complete the purchase of the property and pursue other remedies available. A lot of times people will say, okay, well, hold some money in escrow. A lot of times the title companies don't want to hold money in escrow. Like I said, they can give you a discount on the settlement statement. They can give you the money and have that there so that they can go ahead and have that done. But you want to have a good estimate and make sure that that's going to cover the repairs. Or like I said, they don't have to close. But make sure all of this is in writing. The best thing to do, as I found out after all these years, is have it done. Make sure the repairs are done before closing. If not, make sure it's in writing that they're going to be paid for that, or what day the repair guy is going to come out and have it done.
But I found it
make sure that those repairs are done.
But it's deleted today. Do you know why it's deleted? Because they did something bad. They shooted the kid in their video. Okay, so one of the eggs are decorations. So yeah, but I don't know if that's true because I. Okay, well, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, like how many cards I got this car. Wait, what is it? Okay, bye guys.